The Family First Senator Steve Fielding says he's trying to meet the climate change campaigner Al Gore on his visit to Australia to answer his questions over climate change. Senator Fielding was among 1,000 people at a breakfast in Melbourne this morning, where the former US President continued his push for action on global warming. Mr Gore says Australia is one of the nations that should lead global efforts.
Not everyone's a fan of the former US Vice President turned climate campaigner.
There is no substantial evidence carbon dioxide causes climate change.
The atmosphere inside was a little warmer. The global guru of climate change is helping to launch a new organisation that wants to link science, business, government and the community to press the case for a national response to the challenges of climate change.
This is really a very major issue and it's one that needs much greater attention.
Mr Gore made his case for action.
This crisis is gaining momentum, and the reason why is not that complicated.
And says Australia's own experience shows why a global deal on climate change is imperative.
That the odds have been shifted so heavily that fires that used to be manageable now threaten to spin out of control and wreak damages that are far beyond what was experienced in the past.
Watching on from the audience were some well-known faces. The Victorian Family First Senator is hoping for a meeting with Mr Gore to overcome his scepticism.
I'm trying to get an answer. It's actually easier for me just to believe in that carbon dioxide is the problem. I believe in climate change, but the issue is it carbon dioxide? And it's a question that needs to be answered.
In his speech, Mr Gore targeted that kind of scepticism.
Let's try as hard as we can to find someone who disagrees and then build that disagreement up and use it as an excuse for failing to discharge our responsibilities.
Al Gore says it's organisations like the one launched here today that will bring about action on climate change. He's still optimistic that a major deal can be reached at climate talks in Denmark later this year. Shane McLeod, ABC News, Melbourne.